Ah, yes, the news we've all been waiting for, and on a perfect day as Goku Day. Hey there, guys, this is Slamzaron, aka YouTube's Tasuke, and today I'm going to talk about the new Dragon Ball Super movie announcement. Yep, we actually got one. This was announced this past Sunday, the 9th. I'm a little late on it, but I wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on it. Basically, the official Dragon Ball site, which has an English version now, I might add, they made an announcement that a new Dragon Ball Super movie is going to be coming in 2022. So it's going to be pretty sweet, I hope, because we don't actually know anything yet. Though, of course, as far as Dragon Ball goes, I'm generally pretty easy to please. I like the last one, and obviously, I'm a Dragon Ball boy, so. We do know a little teeny tiny bit because we actually got a word from Akira Toriyama. I'll just read this here. I don't usually do quotes that much on my channel, but I'll read this one here. This is from Akira Toriyama, and this is from the official page itself, the English version. I know other sites maybe have sort of a different translation, but this is the one I'm reading here. And I quote, "An all-new movie since Dragon Ball Super Broly is currently in the making. Just like the previous movie, I'm heavily leading the story and dialogue production for another amazing film. I shouldn't really talk too much about the plot yet, but be prepared for some extreme and entertaining bouts which may feature an unexpected character." Okay, something to note there. "We'll be charting through some unexplored territory in terms of the visual aesthetics to give the audience an amazing ride, so I hope everyone will look forward to the new movie." So, one, we can take away that, it seems like, we'll be charting through some unexplored territory in terms of the visual aesthetics. That can mean a couple of things. I feel like, obviously, given with how Super Broly was, they probably mean the spectacle of the battles, which that's a good thing. It'll be nice if they can kind of keep that up. They also could be talking in terms of location, which that's pretty interesting because that makes me kind of curious as to what the location is going to look like. It's kind of hard to say right now, at least in my opinion. I'm sure other people have their opinions. My first thought, I'm just kind of spitballing. I have another theory as to what this movie might be about, but I'll get to that a little bit later on. But I suppose maybe if they want to do sort of like a more fantasy-like world, that'd be kind of interesting. Who knows? Now, I don't think this is going to be the Moro or the Granola arc adaptation. I feel like they are probably thinking of just letting that be the TV anime, and I kind of hope that's the case. I've thought about, like, what if Dragon Ball just becomes like a manga thing, and then, like, for each new arc they do a movie. I guess that'd be okay-ish. It would definitely make every arc a little more digestible, but it would kind of, for a lot of us, Dragon Ball is like a TV show, and for me included, because one, when I watch, yeah, I first saw Crystal Blood Ruby, so my first exposure was one of the movies. But, I also watched the show, and then, of course, Dragon Ball Z came around, and that's where I really got into it, So, even for me, as someone who likes having the manga and also likes having the games and all that, I do also like being able to watch it as a TV show, even if I'm watching it on, like, Crunchyroll or online or whatever. Having something to go to watch week to week is kind of fun. Like, I've gotten to where I actually kind of like the week to week, even though I grew up in the time when, like, there was a new episode every day, and even it got to a point with Dragon Ball to where, like, it was literally just like the Toonami lock was literally just Dragon Ball. Like, there wasn't anything else. It was just like four or five episodes of Dragon Ball, and I mean the original Dragon Ball, mind you. So that's one idea. I do have another idea as well, which I'll bring that up as I segue into the whole may feature an unexpected character thing. Because of some stuff going on that happened during the Super Broly promotion, namely how Funimation was showing the first Broly movie, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, and then the Bardock special, Bardock the Father of Goku, in theaters as a double feature. And then also, one thing I noticed, this might have just been a coincidence as well. I don't think the movie thing was, but I think this might have been a coincidence how Walmart was selling maybe even Target too, were selling the Broly triple pack, and it was like an older version too, and like the green case, which I found pretty strange. Because of that stuff and how then like when Super Broly was announced and like it's like, oh, okay, this actually makes a lot of sense now. I'm Anime News Network posted an article talking about sort of like an analysis of the History of Trunks special. So this tied into the unexpected character thing, plus tying into the what I just mentioned with the Broly movie and sort of like the stuff leading up to it. I'm wondering if this is going to be a future Trunks thing. Plus also the Kakarot DLC. That one you can maybe sort of take with a grain of salt because the History of Trunks stuff, that's canon to the manga. That actually shows up in the manga. And also, as far as Dragon Ball Z stuff, I guess that's technically the last stuff they could do that's canon without delving into like the movies that aren't necessarily canon and all that. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a thing, which that'd be kind of interesting. My first initial thought was that this was going to be sort of like a movie version of the Goku Black arc, which I feel like, as cool as that would be to see this art get like a real proper sort of like, you know, or not proper, but like, you know, get like sort of like the big screen treatment to where the animation is super beautiful. Because a lot of people, including myself, consider that to be the best arc of Super so far. I really like the Moro arc as well, and so far Granola seems to be good, which, by the way, the Moro arc is still coming. I'm just taking my sweet-ass time editing the review. And yes, I am actually editing it somewhat. But, yeah, so that was one idea. Another idea could be like just a completely separate thing with future Trunks. I suppose they also could do sort of like a revamped version of the History of Trunks, which I don't know if I don't think that'd be fun either. I would almost rather them just kind of prefer doing something with future Trunks. I'm not really sure how that would work though, especially if they were going to do a thing with this being primarily a Trunks movie, which that'd be kind of lame to not have Goku or Vegeta or anyone else. So I don't know. I'm just kind of, that's just my initial thought. You know, I don't have much evidence to support this just besides what I've noticed. This is all just sort of like based on what I've seen from the previous movie and what I'm seeing with what's going on. Because it seems, from my perspective with the Broly movie, it seemed like they were maybe trying to tease it a little bit. Looking back, so I'm trying to kind of think that way now, which may or may not be a good idea, but we will see. Regardless, you know, I'm looking forward to this movie. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm definitely going to try and see it in theaters, COVID or not. I ain't going to let that stop me. I'm vaccinated anyway, so that'll be fun. And it seemed like with each theatrical, with these last these last three movies with, you know, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and then Super Broly, it seemed like the box office and like the reception of these movies kept getting higher and higher and higher. So I feel like it's only a matter of time before Dragon Ball these movies really hit like a high spot. And of course, you know, with each showing, they keep adding more and more days, more and more theaters, which, you know, for the first two were kind of out of the way for me, and so that was kind of difficult. But then like this last one was at a theater that it was actually really close to me, you know. So we will see. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually really happy that we're getting another movie. Yeah, because I really like being able to see Dragon Ball movies in the theaters. It's a nice sort of thing to do, and I like that I'm able to honor the series that way, because as y'all know, Dragon Ball is like my favorite story, my favorite thing of all time, my favorite franchise. And being able to support it in this way and give it the attention and respect that I feel like it deserves, I think is really great. Plus, I'm really eager to see kind of what they do with this, especially with, you know, we've got the Moro arc completed and we're in the middle of the Granola arc. So there's a lot of, it's still going is what I'm trying to say. And of course, you know, because I assume we're all probably waiting for that next anime show Dragon Ball Super 2 or Dragon Ball Super Part 2 or whatever. But we'll see. And of course, whatever new game gets announced at E3, because we're actually going to have E3 this year. That'll be fun to see. My only remaining question is if this ends up being an original story, which I think it will be. I don't think it's going to be an adaptation of Moro or Granola. And I certainly don't think... I don't think it's going to be like a remake of a previous arc or movie or whatever. I think it's going to be something brand new. So, I'm curious to see who that unexpected character is. And two, I'm wondering if this is an entirely original story, where is it going to fit into the timeline? Because again, I feel like I'm trying to sort of keep myself sort of level-headed and think like, okay, well maybe it is sort of like a remake or whatever, or some sort of like retreading of an old story. But I'm like 90% sure that this is going to be brand new. Again, I'm just sort of throwing out all the ideas out there because, quite frankly, I think we all know that this is going to be something brand new. In fact, there's really no reason to think otherwise, I think. But I'll be curious to see where exactly this fits in the timeline. Like if it's going to be right before Moro, or if it's going to be like in between Moro and Granola, or it's after Granola, or who knows? Or maybe it's a completely separate thing and they don't know where it is in the canon yet. But yeah, I'm pumped. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to get some cool merch out of it. It's going to be fun times. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me rubbing my hands. I rub my hands when I'm excited. But yeah, this was awesome. This is really cool. Lots of cool stuff being announced lately. And I look forward to seeing what happens. I hope we get a trailer. That'd be awesome if we could see like how the movie's going to look. Even if it's like a little small teaser to where it just shows a little bit of what we can expect from the movie, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, sounds fun. This is Flamzeron, aka YouTube Tasuke, signing out. See you later.